We begin top story with late breaking news.
Is it going to succeed, yes or no?
I think it's going to succeed. It's going to succeed.
Can you believe it?
Y'all did it.
KBLA Talk 1580 is about to celebrate its second anniversary on Juneteenth, and no terrible twos around here. We couldn't be more excited about all the good news we'll be announcing soon, including the launch of some new shows to keep giving you more of what you've been looking for.
Come on.
Smart radio for smart people. Hey, it's our celebration, but you get all the gifts. We'll be giving away fresh merch, swag bags, and a chance for you to join the private invitation-only, star-studded music and dance till you drop, food and drink galore second anniversary celebration. To stay in the know about the second anniversary details, download the KBLA Talk 1580 app right now. Don't miss out on your chance to be a winner. At KBLA Talk 1580, when we come forward, we're bringing everybody with us.
Happy anniversary, KBLA!
Yo, I come from a small city where nothing is handed. Took my talents and made them work for me, look where I landed. I know a lot of those out there really don't want me having it. They just mad that I'm creeping on them and they had advantages. See, when my voice is on, I let my voice be the change. Put it in these communities, let it give them some range. Let them know that they got a shot at anything they want. And it ain't all about the teaching, but really how they responded. And here on KBLA Talk 1580, we gon' get into it. The whole world on smiley out of your media. The others tell it, but they truths have some limits. We got that food for soul, not what they feeding ya. Black lives matter all the time. Yeah, let's talk about it. About the school to prison pipeline. Yeah, let's talk about it. Police brutality out of line. Yeah, let's talk about it. All these thoughts running through my mind. We gotta talk about it. I am unapologetically progressive in efforts to fight for the people. Gotta exercise our voting rights and then push the needle. I'm walking tall, cause I know that y'all expect me to lead. To push the message, I am willing to bleed. I gotta get what I need. That's social reform, that's prison reform. I'm highly informed, don't put down a pen. I got a list, I can't resist. I preach it till I talk with a list. And who you know gon' give it to you like this? And here on KBLA Talk 1580, we gon' get into it. The whole world on smiley out of your media. The others tell it, but they truths have some limits. We got that food for soul, not what they feeding ya. Black lives matter all the time. Yeah, let's talk about it. About the school to prison pipeline. Yeah, let's talk about it. Police brutality out of line. Yeah, let's talk about it. All these thoughts running through my mind. We gotta talk about it.
Oh man, I'm trying to get ready here. Thursday nights are crazy. I'm ready. Yeah, man, let's talk about it. We got a lot to talk about right here. KBLA Talk 1580. Welcome to the Danny Morrison Show, the whole 9 in the nighttime, right at 9, ready to blaze up another broadcast for all the kings and queens, everybody in between. Come on, Thursday night, come on. This is the night of the week where we usually let our head down and discuss topics that may come across as a little more trivial and superficial, but highly important nonetheless. And here we are at the end of another incredible week of professional broadcasting, primarily because of the support we receive from each and every one of you beautiful listeners. Yes, it is my job to create content that will keep you all stimulated, educated, and exhilarated all at the same time. It is Andy's job as my producer to blaze up the controls in here and morph into DJ A+ all throughout to make this broadcast sound as tight as possible. So as I try to do as often as possible, I just want to thank all of you for investing a little time into the Danny Morrison Show every weeknight from 9 p.m. to midnight, because you could be anywhere else in the world at this time of night, and you chose to spend it with your boy. God bless you. Well, whatever God you serve. Wing, okay. And you see what I did there? You see what I did there? But as we try to do every Thursday, this is the night of the week where we push the tempo of the broadcast to bring you content that hopefully will make you smile and think at the same time. But earlier this week, I've had multiple shows about multiple stories that have been percolating on Black Twitter that always inevitably find their way onto the Danny Mo Show. Some of you might recall the beautiful Queen Fahima recognizing how much Black Twitter has been adversely affecting me this week and told me to live on the air that I need to turn off Black Twitter because it is much too toxic. And I believe that, although I can't because it's my job, but I received that. But the process has me realizing just how much the advent of social media has altered my life and the lives of a lot of us African Americans, and not just the youngsters, even those of us in Generation X and older. So allow me to prove it to you firsthand tonight as I load you all back into my KBLA time machine, and I want us all to go back, way back in the time. Blaze it up, Andy. Let's go. Come on. What? Where we going? Where we going? 1,580 gigawatts? Chicka who? Allow me to take you all back to before there was anything such as Facebook and Instagram and Twitter and Snapchat or even YouTube, before MySpace 2. Back when your boy used to run around the house in likely some Superman underoos. Don't hate. I'm talking about the 1970s and the 1980s, back when we used to play red light, green light, and freeze tag, and duck, duck, goose, and double dutch. And you don't know nothing about that. And hide and go get it. Yeah, y'all used to play that too. Come on, stop lying. I had my first artificial sexual experience that way. I'm just saying. Don't y'all leave me out there by myself. Don't you leave me out there by myself. But I'm not by myself, because these two people on the No Draws podcast know exactly what I'm talking about. Listen.
I didn't go get it was the game to
Oh, that was
play.
my That's when I was into boys. I would let the cute ones catch me.
not-
I ain't even hide. Okay, who counting?
You counting with
I'm
them?
counting 5, 6. Hey, oh, you got me. And then you fall to the ground. Oh, my God. Yeah, you got me. Hunching, baby, hunching.
Blue jean to blue jean.
When I
didn't
tell you, baby, we was hunching, playing all kind of tear
bro.
your clothes up.
Over here
baby.
finna get rubbed on hard in this denim outfit I got on.
Finna get this zipper.
Yeah.
That's so funny. Hilarious. I've been there, by the way. And then getting some little tenderoni's phone number and staying on the phone with her all night. And when they call, dragging the corded phone into your bedroom at the end of the hallway. Then stretching that long 20-foot spiral cord attached to the receiver that used to get the kinks in it all the time. And you would wrap your finger in them while talking on the phone. Y'all know what I'm talking about. That's the male equivalent of twirling the curls in our hair when we are smitten, by the way, ladies. Quiet as kept. And then came three-way. Yeah, we had finally gotten the capabilities to talk to two people at once. It was bomb. By the way, not that three-way, by the way. In the words of Salt and Pepper, get your dirty mind out the gutter, okay? Speaking of gutter, more on that later. But how about star 69? It would let you call the person back who had just called you. Remember? The stalkers were exposed. Remember? How about star 67? Will allow you to block your caller ID and you could call someone without them knowing, like I did calling Janet Jackson back then when she was Charlene on Different Strokes. Remember? Willis's girlfriend. Huh? Y'all remember that? Huh? And I would have dreams of punching Willis right in the face out of jealousy. Now what you talking about, Willis? But I digress. Or hearing those two beeps on the phone when somebody was trying to call. Or you would have to click over to see who it was. And you would ignore it because you were playing a slow jam for your girlfriend over the phone. For me, likely this one. The song that proved that my romantic side had arrived, the Force MD's Tender Love, way back in 1985. Listen. This song is incredible. Beautiful R&B song with the most recognizable piano riff of all time, in my opinion, but I digress. But the person that was calling all those times shows up at your front door, right? It was your mama's best friend. And they tell your mama that they've been calling for an hour and no one was answering. And your mama comes in your room screaming and snatches the phone out your hand and the rest of the phone too and takes it into her room to keep you off of it and slams her door. And now you're all hot and bothered in more ways than one. Because you've been on the phone with your girlfriend breathing heavily for more than an hour. So you go from listening to the Brothers Johnson to hanging out with Johnson & Johnson. I'm just saying, okay? Then you go take a cold shower. Andy, don't you leave me out of it by myself. An hour-long shower. And you use up all the soap until your hands get all wrinkly. Use your imagination. Y'all know what I'm talking about, but back on topic. You know, back when there were still multiple video game systems in our homes. But neither of them were named Xbox or PlayStation. We played Atari 2600. We had a joystick, okay? And ColecoVision. And the handheld Nintendo Game Boy. Or the original Nintendo Entertainment System with Super Mario Brothers. And Tecmo Bowl. And Mike Tyson's Punch-Out. And Duck Hunt. Come on, Andy, you know what I'm talking about. Or going outside and filling up water balloons on the faucet. And playing catch with your friends with those overfilled balloons and straight busting somebody in the back of the head with one. And seeing the colorful remnants of water balloons all over the front lawn and malfunctioning balloons snapped on the tip of the water hose for the remaining weeks of summer. And later in the day, keeping the water hose running into the gutter because there wasn't no water shortage in the hood, okay? And racing popsicle sticks in the gutter with your homeboys after buying an ice cream from the ice cream man. Huh? For the record, I was partial to the superstar and the drumstick every now and again. And the 50-50 bar got me sometime. Yes, I kid. But those were the good old days. Times that I will always hold near and dear to my heart. But most importantly, I will miss how everyone looked out for one another. Parents watched other parents' kids and kept them in line. Neighborhood parents would even spank the next door neighbor's kids when they were acting a fool and doing something when that they shouldn't be doing. We African Americans all had a village mentality and everybody had each other's backs. But something happened, man. Something changed us on our journey to the high speed, high definition, and fiber optic technology. It seems the faster technology progresses, the more distant we have become. These kids aren't going outside and playing anymore because technology is so enticing that they are afraid they might miss something, and if they leave their devices behind and we are in danger, I believe that social media has a chance to not only be the catalyst for the downfall of American society as we know it, but it will continue to have an even worse effect on the African American communities all across this country. Let me explain. For example, go into any restaurant in the city of Los Angeles and find families that are sitting together. The majority of the people that are at the table are on their phones instead of engaging in personal conversations. Wi-Fi capabilities are now being retrofitted as a standard feature in brand new cars off the assembly lines of America's biggest car manufacturers, which only encourages us to use our electronic devices while in the car even more, and not only while we're in the home. And as I confessed to last night, even we as adults would rather send a text message or an email instead of picking up the phone and calling someone or meeting up with them face to face. Keep it real. We all do it. Now, I'm fully aware that the changes I've just highlighted obviously aren't specific to one race of people. Any person of any color or age group can be affected by these newfangled gadgets and technology. But a few weeks ago, I told you about how concerned I'm becoming about the mental health of African American millennials and younger, and social media can hurt us as much as it helps. Make no mistake, we need social media to get ourselves energized, strategized, and mobilized. And without us being connected the way that we are, the Black Lives Matter and reparations movements probably wouldn't have the trajectory they have today. We need to be locked into one another to push those movements further forward. But with the good comes the bad. I believe social media perpetuates racism and is making our long-standing racial trauma even worse. We have to see ourselves accosted by the Karens seemingly every day. We have to see law enforcement commit heinous cases of police brutality on us at a disproportionate rate. And we sadly even have to see ourselves verbally and physically harming one another. Sometimes live, with the entire world watching and some even profiting from our pain. All within the roughest of neighborhoods, all within fatherless homes most of the time, and all within the tentacles of multiple social media platforms telling these young kings and queens that the more outrageous you are, the more likes, comments, and shares you'll receive. It's the ghettoization of the information superhighway. And our kids have starring roles. And it may get worse before it gets better. Let's hope not, for all of our sakes. In conclusion, I read an article recently which highlighted a study from Deutsche Bank that shows, quote, Blacks and Hispanics are experiencing a racial tech gap, which could threaten our future ability to gain meaningful employment and grow wealth in a digitized economy, end quote. That is no doubt true. I'm just hoping that someday soon, we can formulate a plan that allows for us to remain technologically savvy as a people, become more immersed within the tech sector as a whole, yet and still not just allow these companies to profit from our pain by using African Americans as a social currency. We should learn to entertain each other and use these platforms in cathartic and therapeutic ways at the same time. Because we also still need to be black to the future, even though white America appears to be planning our extinction by design. But that's just me. All right, Thursday night. Tell me what you think, LA. Huh? Social media going to be the catalyst of our downfall. A lot of information being thrown at me right now. Do you think it's used to harm us, huh? Do you find yourself on your electronic device all the time, like I am right now? Have you found yourself texting and emailing more than calling and meeting up these days? And on a lighter note, what was the activity you missed the most as a kid? Huh? Writing this earlier today, I was just really thinking back, Saturday morning cartoons. You know what I'm saying? Bowl of cereal. I used to have this big salad bowl with a ladle, like real talk. Pour in half the box, 6 kids. I didn't care. They're going to have to deal with it. And just in front of the TV from 6 a.m. to noon. I'm not kidding. I miss that. So what do you miss? And what was so special about it? Holla at your boy. Your voice to change, your voice to community, your voice is on. 1-800-920-1580, 1-800-920-1580. You can also stream us via the brand new KBLA streaming app on your app store, iOS or Android. It don't matter. That same app allows you to send me your questions and comments that I will answer live at different intervals throughout the broadcast. Plus, like, share, and follow your favorite radio station live on our socials, Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter at KBLA 1580. Feel free to follow me at Danny Mo Show on those same platforms too. Plus, the Danny Mo Show, as usual, will take your comments via the ecosystem of this social network. Check this out. When we come forward, I will add another 7 series to add to the topic of conversation tonight. And Andy, we're going to get to the 7 series tonight. Okay? One of the biggest upgrades to social media over the last decade is how people are now allowed to go live. Facebook Live, Instagram Live, YouTube Live, live Twitter feeds. If you want to talk directly to your followers in real time, it can be done easily, much to our detriment sometimes. That's why my 7 series tonight is 7 requests for people streaming live on social media. As Chris Rock so eloquently said on one of his comedy specials, you could probably drive a car with your feet. That doesn't mean that you should. And I feel the same way about some of the live streamers in and around my neighborhood. I'll tell you who needs to be disconnected and forced off the grid immediately. Stay tuned. Add to the conversation with your phone calls when we come forward. Welcome to the Thursday night edition of the Danny Morrison Show on Unapologetically Progressive KBLA Talk 1580. We got a lot to talk about. Andy, let's ride. Come on.
From Bakersfield to Los Angeles.
From middays to nighttime.
Like George and Wheezy, Danny Morrison is moving on up at KBLA Talk 1580.
If you're a business owner or lead a nonprofit that has between 26 and 49 employees and you paid COVID sick leave in 2021 or 22, you may qualify for reimbursement through a state grant program administered by the California Office of the Small Business Advocate. Learn more at covidpaidsick.com.
If your Medi-Cal is ending, Cover California is here to help. Cover California is a service from the state that helps you get affordable health insurance. In many cases, at no cost to you, just like with Medi-Cal. We have quality health plans, and we'll help you every step of the way to get the one that works for you and your family. So, if you're no longer eligible for Medi-Cal, check out Cover California. We'll keep you covered. Learn more at coveredca.com.
Mornings were made for better things than rheumatoid arthritis or RA. Xeljanz tofacitinib is a pill for adults with moderate to severe RA when tumor necrosis factor blockers did not work well or could not be tolerated. Xeljanz can help relieve joint pain, swelling, and help stop further joint damage. Xeljanz can lower your ability to fight infections. Don't start if you have one. Before and during treatment, your doctor should check for infections like TB and do blood tests. Serious, sometimes fatal infections, cancers including lymphoma and lung, blood clots, serious heart-related events, tears in the stomach or intestines, and allergic reactions have happened. People 50 and older with heart disease risk factors have an increased risk of death. Tell your doctor if you've had hepatitis B or C, have flu-like symptoms, are prone to infections, or have ever had a heart attack, stroke, clot, or other heart problems, or swelling of lips, tongue, throat, or hives. Ask your doctor about prescription Xeljanz. Visit Xeljanz.com or call 1-844-XELJANZ.
KBLA Talk 1580.
We've got a lot to talk
The rent is too damn high. KBLA joins you in calling for affordable housing. The LA Tenants Union is a diverse, tenant-led movement fighting for the human right to housing for all. The LA Tenants Union demands safe, affordable housing and union rent control. They organize against landlord harassment, mass evictions, and displacement, and mobilize for the repeal of the Ellis Act and Costa-Hawkins Act. The LA Tenants Union is on a mission to strengthen tenants' political power through education, advocacy, and direct action. To get help with your eviction or other landlord-tenant issues, take action for justice, or become a member, visit latenantsunion.org. This is a community call to action from KBLA Talk 1580.
Real talk, real time, the gospel truth. You're listening to the Danny Morrison Show on KBLA Talk 1580.
Broadcasting live from Lamert Park, California, streaming live on the KBLA YouTube page as we speak. I'm not here to tell you how to think, but I am here to tell you what to think about. We black in the spot. Another episode of the Danny Morrison Show, KBLA Talk 1580. Once again, just like my girl Stacey L. Morgan. Don't you love that queen? Every night, Stacey L. Morgan is early in the YouTube feed, and she tells all of the people in the feed, hit that like button on YouTube right now. She did it again tonight. Queen, I just want you to know I appreciate you. And by the way, listen to Stacey every single night. Go on in, give us some going. She called it the night, and she ain't even called it before. We gonna give her call of the decade just because she's so amazing. More amazing than Luther Vandross, so amazing. Just absolutely amazing. Stacey, I appreciate you. But do like her. Hit that thumbs up on the YouTube feed right now. We would appreciate it. Last night, you guys did fantastic. I saw that earlier today. Hit the like button. It helps us within the algorithm if you follow through like Stacey L. Morgan did. Let me get a few comments here. Speaking of which, she said, yes, I've hit the like button on this broadcast. She also said, Crush Groove, Blair Underwood, and Sheila E. Yes, yeah. That's my childhood, too. We must be somewhere close in age. 27. Shut your mouth right now, Andy, right now. Mimi said, hello, everyone. So, allegedly, Khalees is dating Bill Murray. I'm going to just let that sit. I don't believe it. Men and your joysticks, never mind. Danny, please discuss the rumor of Khalees and Bill Murray are supposedly dating. I saw that today. And women ain't got nothing to say. You see how it works? They got nothing to say. I was watching the Queens on Black Twitter today. They got nothing to say, man. Khalees is probably... Bill Murray's got to be worth, $200 million? He's got to be up there. We got to look that up. I bet Bill Murray's worth $200 million. I bet Khalees is worth $5 in a sandwich. That's all I'm saying. Maybe a pizza. I'm kidding. I bet she's probably $5 million herself. So she's probably $5 million. Bill Murray's probably $200 million, right? 180 for Bill Murray. And Khalees, look her up. What's her net worth? I know those things are pretty subjective, I know. But it's an approximate number. 4 million. So she's worth 4, and he's worth 180. And she's got to be 40. I don't know how old she is. I know he's 70-something. Right? They ain't got nothing to say, though. I'm watching all the queens. How old is he? He's 74? Oh, Khalees is 43? How old is he? Khalees is 40. He's got to be 70-some. He's not quite 80. I know he's over 70 because I remember seeing his 70th birthday a few years ago. So, 72. Okay. 72 and 43. To be honest, that's not that... In Hollywood, that's not that big a gap. However, flip those genders, though. Flip those... What's the queen saying in, okay? It's not like Khalees is broke. She's got money. It's not like she's getting him for his money. It could be just a friendship thing. And by the way, I'm going to talk about that because I got a call from my cuddy on the conversation about men and women being best friends. I got to get that off my chest, by the way. We'll do it on the other side. Got to talk to my cousin who's listening right now and to everybody else that black men and black women can be friends. I'm going to break that down on the other side. But you should see Black Twitter right now with black women defending Khalees. The only point that I make on this broadcast all the time, we need some balance. If we not going to do it both ways, we can't have an argument one way. I want some balance in these arguments. When we had these relationship discussions, we try to do one every 2 weeks or so. All I'm saying is, can we have some balance? If you're going to come down on Khalees, if you're not going to come down on Khalees, you can't come down on, who did it recently? Somebody was dating somebody older and they were going out. Oh, it was, No, Marcus Houston's is different. That's different. That's grooming, in my opinion, but we won't get into that right now. It's Michael Jordan's son dating Larsa Pippen. That's what it was. I mean, come on. So we got to have it both ways now. Come on. But let's move forward here. Coming up at the top of the hour, I got another Pulse 101 interview that you need to hear. She's a host, producer, voiceover extraordinaire, and one of the brilliant queens of Cafe Mocha Radio, heard here on KBLA Talk 1580 every Saturday and Sunday. And tonight, she descends back into the Danny Mo Show for a great discussion on a few things bubbling within the black zeitgeist. Take your drink. And she will also tell us about her one. Yeah, exactly. That's the key word, right? Bubbling within the black zeitgeist. She will also tell us about her wonderful upcoming podcast boot camp for aspiring podcasters who want to take this storytelling to the next level. And she will tell us exactly what to do. Angelique Perrin from Cafe Mocha Radio. And I'm told her beautiful mama's coming along too, by the way. That's going to be fun. Inside My Pulse 101 on the Danny Morrison Show, live in studio, coming up at the top of the hour. Should be a lot of fun. And don't forget, in the third hour, we just might bring you a few more of the Upon Further Review clips that you all have sent us over the past few days. Clips that extend the conversation on some of the topics we touched on recently on the Danny Mo Show. We leaving for the weekend, so we will get to those tonight, Andy. We will make that happen. But in the meantime and in between time, make sure you follow us on all socials. Like, share, comment, and most importantly, tell your friends and family. Do the same. Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and YouTube, too. And also remember to download the KBLA app to gain even more access to us. You can stream KBLA Live. Use that open mic feature. You can speak about whatever you want to talk about, and we just might play that bad boy over the air. That's the new KBLA app exclusively from KBLA Talk 1580. We got a lot to talk about, and don't forget, we've got the swag bag giveaway that's been going on all this week and going on for the next week or so, right? Tracy Porter, shouts out, okay? But on Monday, June 19th, you'll be hanging out with all of our talk show hosts and some amazing artists who will be performing live on stage, food, drink, dancing, lots of fun as we celebrate our second anniversary as your favorite talk radio station, okay? So get that KBLA 1580 swag bag and entrance into our exclusive second anniversary on Juneteenth. I think my night is Tuesday, right? This coming Tuesday? Right. Next Tuesday. Keep it on the Danny Mo Show, and you just might be riding with your boy. All right, let's go to the phones real fast. Real quick here. J-Dub, I got a minute and a half. Give me your height, your color, and your hood, King.
Who you asking for?
Is this JW?
Oh, okay, because you didn't mention my name. But, hey, bro, yes, JW, 5'11", and, I'm Carmel Brown, and I'm South Central. But
South
anyway,
Central
yeah,
LA
brother,
drop. I had 90 seconds, but South Central dropping in. Drop that. Come on, let's go. Yeah. Now you got 60. What's on your mind today?
Yeah. Okay, great. One of my associates, like I stated once before, he had worked for a tech company, and he was giving some young men some information in reference to how it's rewiring their brains and controlling them, and it takes like maybe 30 minutes for them to recuperate after they get off social media or phone. And now the government also made the same statement. I say about 4 months ago, they stated that it's rewiring the brains as well. And so I thought that was peculiar that I heard that twice in less than 6 months. Now, with what's that? Those games called the military games. I forgot what they call. But anyway, here's the point.
Military games?
Folks, okay, yeah, I can't think. Call of Duty. But
okay.
Anyway, here's the point. The FBI also did give a warning out last year that these games are radicalizing the white folks.
I agree.
Let me make the point.
J-Dub,
J-Dub,
I'll carry you over. Hold on. I'll carry you over only because I appreciate you. Hold on real quick. We'll come back on the other side. J-Dub be taking like 5 minutes just to get revved up. Come on, man. We got to turn the motor on, man. Come on. 1-800-920-1580. 1-800-920-1580. News and traffic right now. More Danny Mo Show on the other side. KBLA. Stay there.
Nighttime is the right time for Danny Morrison on KBLA Talk 1580.
I'm Mike Island, and here's the latest from the Black Information Network. Former President Trump says he's been indicted over what he calls the boxes hoax. In a post on his Truth Social platform, Trump said he has been summoned to appear at the federal courthouse in Miami on Tuesday. Prosecutors decided to indict Trump for his alleged mishandling of classified documents and obstruction of the government's attempt to retrieve the documents after a months-long investigation by special counsel Jack Smith. Half of American adults say they disapprove of affirmative action. The Pew Research Center's survey shows that half of the Americans don't think colleges and universities should take prospective students' racial and ethnic backgrounds into consideration. A Supreme Court decision is expected this month on the issue based on 2 cases involving Harvard and the University of North Carolina. And that's the latest. I'm Mike Island from your 24/7 news source, the Black Information Network, and BINnews.com.
Pool season is here, but open roles got you underwater? Check out Indeed. Their powerful hiring platform makes it easy to attract, interview, and hire candidates. Visit Indeed.com/credit and get $75 towards your first sponsored job. Terms and conditions apply.
We begin top story with late breaking news.
Is it going to succeed, yes or no?
I think it's going to succeed. It's going to succeed.
Can you believe it?
Y'all did it.
KBLA Talk 1580 is about to celebrate its 2nd anniversary on Juneteenth, and no terrible twos around here. We couldn't be more excited about all the good news we'll be announcing soon, including the launch of some new shows to keep giving you more of what you've been looking for.
Come on.
Smart radio for smart people. Hey, it's our celebration, but you get all the gifts. We'll be giving away fresh merch, swag bags, and a chance for you to join the private invitation-only, star-studded music and dance till you drop, food and drink galore 2nd anniversary celebration. To stay in the know about the 2nd anniversary details, download the KBLA Talk 1580 app right now. Don't miss out on your chance to be a winner. At KBLA Talk 1580, when we come forward, we're bringing everybody with us.
Happy anniversary, KBLA!
Hey LA, keep your utility bills low this summer while making your home the cool place to be. LADWP can help you save hundreds with air conditioner and thermostat rebates, plus free energy-efficient home upgrades and simple tips to help you beat the heat and save money. Visit ladwp.com/cool-LA. The Los Angeles Public Library proudly presents the June Jubilee inaugural event commemorating Juneteenth. Join us on June 10th from 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. at the Central Library as we celebrate the rich Black culture in our city. This free event will include a special opening celebration featuring African drums procession and a libation ceremony at 9 a.m. along with speakers, workshops, live entertainment, and more for the whole family. Parking is only $1 with a validation. Learn more at lapl.org/Jubilee. That is lapl.org/JUBILEE.
KBLA Talk 1580 stands for Unity and Healing. African Focus Incorporated is a nonprofit organization based in California that focuses on the growth and well-being of Africans all around the world. Their mission is to promote the well-being of people of African descent through knowledge and appreciation of one another by building a bridge of love and understanding. African Focus Incorporated strives for cultural, educational, and economic growth. They're the organization behind the African Family Induction Ceremony, African Goodwill Awards, African Focus Trailblazer Tours, African Dance Competition, and Showcase Los Angeles, Family Day, Good News Windows Microfinance Project, and more. To volunteer, travel with African Focus, or to attend one of their community building events, please call 310-676-7730. That's 310-676-7300. Or visit AfricanFocus.org. This is a diaspora-wide community call to action from KBLA Talk 1580.
The pandemic may be over, but many Angelenos could be at risk of losing the place they call home. It's important to know your rights as a residential renter in the city of LA. Did you know eviction protection still exists for unpaid COVID-19 rental debt that was due before March 31st, 2023? And that you have 5 days to respond to an eviction notice, also known as an unlawful detainer. Learn more about your rental rights at housing.lacity.org. Be informed, be protected, be at home.
This is KBLA Talk 1580. Talk radio. That's music to your ears. We're unapologetically progressive. KBLA Talk 1580. You're listening to the Danny Morrison Show exclusively on KBLA Talk 1580.
Lipstick lover, 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 lover. My lipstick lover, lover, lover.
I like lipstick on my neck. You let me know I'm your number one select. I like lipstick on my neck. Hands around my waist so you know what's coming next. I wanna feel your lips on mine. I just wanna feel a little tongue, we don't have a long time. Ooh, you're talking nasty and I like it. Whisper in my ear, only me you can hear. I've seen it from the back and I'm excited. Tell me what you do when we walk up in the room. Yeah, hold me something nasty, we can try it. Bite me on my neck and you know what's coming next. We can make a movie, I can write it. Let's just make a move, baby. Cause for your love, I'll take my time. Just wanna feel your hips on mine. I really got a thing for my lipstick lover, 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 lover. I'll do anything for my lipstick lover, 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 lover.
You were checking out the Danny Morrison Show, KBLA Talk 1580. Who was that? Janelle Monáe. Hi, Janelle. How you doing? Of course, all of us fellas see Janelle Monáe a little bit differently these days, and let's just say it has definitely turned positive is all I'm saying.
Have you not seen the video to this song?
I have not, but I'm going to see it tonight.
Danny Mo.
What'd you say?
Get your soap ready.
Really? It's like that?
It's like that.
She is, look, listen.
She was hiding the goods.
I didn't know it was like that, though. I didn't know it was like that.
I thought we talked about this last time. You didn't realize it?
I didn't know underneath that tuxedo she'd been wearing for 10 years, we didn't know that she was a baddie like that. I still don't think she had the goodies out there like that. But, talk to the black women once again on Black Twitter, though. This is female empowerment. She's coming into her own. She got her own. She's coming into her own. Danny, you don't understand. Okay, I don't understand. I'm a look, but I don't understand.
Exactly. How you going to complain and then appreciate at the same time?
Because I want to admire her beauty. I'm going to admire her because she's a wonderful specimen of a person. And she's mad talented, too, by the way. Actress, singer, songwriter, producer. She does it all. But I didn't know she had it like that.
Do you think her revealing the goods takes away from her talent?
Yes.
But you was just vibing with this
song. Women don't want to hear that, but it's true. Oh, it takes away from her. Maybe I'm
Or my bad, takes away from the focus on her talent.
That's what I'm trying to say. I think that's definitely true. But it doesn't take away from her talent. No, the talent is the talent. It stands on its own.
Okay.
But you would be we sitting here talking about her pictures rather than her amazing career right now. We're proving it in real time.
I mean, we're being critical, but at the same time, I think we've, in our, back and forth right now, we kind of showed love to the song just now. Like, the song was dope, right?
What I always do when it comes to the ladies in the music industry, I go, Beyonce never went naked. Never went naked. She's the number one female talent on earth right now, unless you count Taylor Swift, who, by the way, is dating Austin Reeves, they're saying. We won't get into that right now. Yeah, but...
shout out to Austin Reeves.
Oh, come on, Austin, go in.
He's like, I'm about to get paid. I done got Taylor Swift.
That's winning. That's winning right there. That being said, Beyonce never took her clothes off. And is the biggest artist on the planet. And they worship her. So why isn't everybody saying, I'm going to take that route instead of taking the Madonna route?
Beyonce has been very revealing, too.
She's been risque, but she was never naked. You've never seen Beyonce naked, not one time. That's all I'm saying.
Janelle Monáe probably needed to do that for her career, though.
She would hate you saying it right now.
But that's facts, though.
You think it was strategic?
100%.
It was planned.
Absolutely. I mean, she got us talking. If she just dropped the album without her, being revealing like she is, if she just, had the suit and everything, buttoned up all the way to her neck, we probably would not be talking about Janelle Monáe.
There is no doubt that's true. But she would say, how dare you call this calculated when all I'm doing is I'm growing as a woman. I'm maturing as a woman. I'm getting more comfortable in my skin. And, Janet Jackson is my girl. Same thing happened with Janet, by the way.
Low key.
Go back to the Rhythm Nation. Go back to Control, Rhythm Nation.
Thank you.
She was dressed head to toe. You didn't see no skin, boy. She came out with that Janet album. Her boyfriend's holding her boobies on the cover. I'm with you. I'm totally with you.
And you loved every bit of it.
Every single
You didn't complain
slice
then.
of it is all I'm saying.
I'm sorry. Just, for as long as I've been alive, paying attention to this music industry, everything is strategic in my opinion. Everything is calculated. They have teams. They got PR folks.
Here's the only reason I push back on that is Janelle's been around for a minute. How old is she?
I don't even know.
She got to be mid-30s or so. Look her up real quick. Janelle, she's not like some new artist coming on the scene. A lot of the younger artists that are coming out, some of these young queens that are coming out, they're showing a little bit more than the queens from back in the day. I made that case last night with Salt and Pepper, and Lauryn Hill didn't show no skin, but they still had our attention because they would just drop dead gorgeous, and we knew it. We didn't need to see their physiques per se. We didn't need to see the contour of their bodies all the time. We just knew they were fine. These ladies today go, I got to show y'all something in order to keep your attention. Janelle has been, like I said, dressed in a tuxedo for 10, 15 years. She's probably thinking, I'm going to go with the young people and see if I can get down like that. I think that's the way. Social media, age, everybody's using social media to their benefit, and I haven't exactly done that. Let me try. It's working.
So she's growing as an artist then. She's 37, by the way.
37 years old. Naked. Okay. I don't want to turn it to the Danny misogynistic show, even though it's about to when I get something off my chest in a second here. But can we go to the phones with J-Dub? Can he, before we come forward, J-Dub, get back up in here. You were making a point about Call of Duty, I believe, right?
Yes, sir. My point is that those particular gangs radicalize the Caucasians. I hate to say it like that. But anyway, this is something you can do your own research. If you recall, in Michigan, the female mayor, the FBI spoiled the plot when the militia wanted to kidnap her. If you recall, they came to the Capitol, and they had flags, guns, brandishing on the stairs, and cars parading down the street, and they pretty much held her hostage, and they had to reconvene their meeting. Okay, they said that was a precursor to January 6th. And this is when this FBI person made that statement about how these particular gangs are radicalizing Caucasians.
Okay, I can't deny the whole time you've been talking a few minutes ago and this time, I didn't know what you were talking about. Now I see you're threading the needle. I see what you're saying. So you're saying
Yeah, and I'm going to end it with this, make it real quick. Like I mentioned once before, this brother by the name of Malcolm Nance.
Yeah, I see him on MSNBC all the time. He's brilliant.
Oh, praise God, Dane. So you know who I'm talking about. So if you do some research on him, he's going to inform you so you know where I'm coming from. And I don't have to say no more. Then you might want to, have him as a guest or something.
Isn't he the same cat that left the country and went to he went?
Correct.
He went to fight in Ukraine recently, right?
Ukraine, correct.
Yeah,
correct.
That's him.
Yeah, that was around the first part of the year. He was gone like maybe 4 or 5 months, and then he came back and then started promoting his book. But his main priority now is referring to what Donald Trump is doing with the Republican base, et cetera, et cetera. Just do your research. I don't want to waste no more time.
All right.
So you just go from there. I love you, my brother.
I love you too. Give J-Dub a call tonight for threatening Anita. Find him. I appreciate you, Ken. Took him a little bit to get there, a little bit, you know what I'm saying? Because you ain't singing, you got to, then it gets going. Boom. Then he's got the fastest car on the road, man. Why am I pulling it like a lawnmower talking about a car? I don't know. By the way, some of the comments, they're attacking me in here. Mimi said, when I call in, Danny has a way of making me sound like a sexy kitten. I don't know what that's about. Last night I had no intention of talking about big packages, but Danny Morrison brought it out. I don't know what that's about. Let me get a couple more. Stacy said, y'all should have known he wasn't going to adhere to those 90 seconds. And Stacy also said, Mimi, girl, don't start. I'm not his favorite. He wouldn't even take a pic with my mom and I when I visited L.A. for my birthday. Robin Ayers reached out, but Danny Moe didn't. Is it like that? Is it like that?
What more do you want from me?
They told me at the last minute that we're down the street playing cards in some card room or something. Danny, can we come take a picture? It was like midnight. I go, trickle, trickle, trickle. I don't know. Trickle, trickle. 1-800-920-1580. 1-800-920-1580. When we come forward, I will not only get something off my chest, we're going to get through that 7 series. Tonight, Thursday night. Danny Morrison Show, KBLA Talk 1580. We got a lot to talk about. Stay there.
From Bakersfield to Los Angeles.
From middays to nighttime.
Like George and Wheezy, Danny Morrison is moving on up at KBLA Talk 1580.
It's Black Music Appreciation Month, one of my favorite months of the year. Maisha Cairo here with your K-Black Minute News, brought to you in part by CaliforniaBlackMedia.org. What's up, SoCal? Here are a few Black Music Month events to help you celebrate. First stop, throughout June, Disneyland is honoring the history of Black music with bands performing hits by Black artists from various decades. Next, catch the screening of Heart and Soul, a love story at the Grammy Museum, June 8th in the museum's theater. And on Juneteenth, that's right, June 17th, join Mayor Karen Bass and Councilwoman Heather Hutt on Jefferson Boulevard for the naming and ribbon cutting ceremony of the New Orleans Corridor, followed by a second line parade all the way to the main stage in front of Harold and Bells for a concert celebrating Black music with Terrace Martin and Friends, Irvin Mayfield, 1500 or nothing, and more. Visit NOLA, the number 2, LAtickets.org. NOLA, the number 2, LAtickets.org. Fun fact, President Jimmy Carter established June as Black Music Month in 1979. Here's to 44 years.
The Heart of a Black Man, inspiring stories of triumph and resilience. Co-authored by 30 Black men. Message of hope and empowerment. RSVP today at MalikBooks.com. Saturday, June 10th at 5 p.m. Westfield Culver City Mall. Come out and meet and greet 4 Black men sharing their personal stories. Also, meet newly published co-author Malik Muhammad. Founder of Malik Books and book activist, will be discussing and signing his chapter, From Devastation to Elevation. Saturday, June 10th at 5 p.m. RSVP today at MalikBooks.com. Westfield Culver City Mall. Come meet and greet co-authors Dr. Rael Sims, Cornell Ward, and Kendry Berry. Meet and greet book signing event, The Heart of a Black Man, at MalikBooks.com.
Moments like hearing my cat purr good morning mean a lot to me. But after being diagnosed with metastatic breast cancer, or MBC, which is breast cancer that is spread to other parts of the body, they mean even more. I take Ibrance, palbociclib. Ibrance 125 milligram tablets with an aromatase inhibitor is for adults with HR-positive, HER2-negative NBC as the first hormonal-based therapy. Ask your doctor about Ibrance and visit Ibrance.com. Ibrance may cause low white blood cell counts that may lead to serious infections. Ibrance may cause severe inflammation of the lungs. Both of these can lead to death. Tell your doctor right away if you have new or worsening symptoms, including trouble breathing, shortness of breath, cough, or chest pain. Before taking Ibrance, tell your doctor if you have fever, chills, or other signs of infection, liver or kidney problems, are or plan to become pregnant, or are breastfeeding. Common side effects include low red blood cell and low platelet counts, infections, tiredness, nausea, sore mouth, abnormalities in liver blood tests, diarrhea, hair thinning or loss, vomiting, rash, and loss of appetite.
Real talk, real time, the gospel truth. You're listening to the Danny Morrison Show on KBLA Talk 1580.
Yes, sir. Let me get something off my chest real quick before I jump into the 7 series here. So last night, the amazing Shauna Charles was here in studio, right? And we went into a brief back and forth about black men and black women being best friends. Y'all remember that, right? As many of you might recall, I told her that if the woman is very attractive, if they've never slept together, it's only because she hasn't allowed it to happen. That's the only reason. Because every man will be making perpetual moves in order to finally have sex with her. Every man. Full stop. Yeah, he will play that whole, that's my homegirl right there, you know what I'm saying? Yo, that's my dog, come on. That's my cutty, y'all understand? That's my cutty right there. Nonsense. For as long as he needs to. But the moment the door is open, he will pounce on the opportunity immediately. And even worse, he will meticulously use his position to put down whatever man she's dating at the time and then use that friendship as the catalyst to being her new boo. Because here's a sample of what these so-called male best friends say. You know, they say that you should be friends before you are lovers. We've been friends for years. We already ahead of the game. I now get to be with my best friend. End quote. Stop it. Stop it, please. Because here's the problem. You would think that I was the host of another thrilling episode of the Danny Misogyny Show last night. My cousin called me today. She listening right now. Telling me that black women ain't as shallow as black men. Yeah. Talking about black women see strength and they see a king when they look at us, right? But these are the same women that say that there's a shortage of good black men out here, right? I believe that queen's male best friend is a bomb catch, right? She may eventually take the plunge with him. If she thinks he's a bomb catch, she'll think about it. She may date a few other cats before she dates him, but she may do it, especially if he comes up single. But if a black woman has a great-looking male best friend and hasn't crossed the line with him, it's because she knows too much about him. She knows he's a dog. She knows where the bodies are buried. Okay? And try as he might, she will never entertain the community peen. Sorry, she's not interested. But that won't stop him from trying. So I stand by my statement. Ladies, if you have a male best friend and you've never slept together ever, and not even made out, nothing, not first, second, third base or home plate, it's because you pumped the brakes on it, never him. Admit it. But that's just me. But right now, Andy, let's jump right into the 7 Series. Let's go. Come on.
One topic, 7 answers. It's time for the 7 Series on KBLA Talk 1580.
We've got a lot to talk about.
My 7 Series tonight is 7 requests for people streaming live on social media. Because I'm sick of it. You want to add to the discussion? You know how we put it down for the town. 1-800-920-1580. 1-800-920-1580. 7 requests for people streaming live on Facebook or any social media. Number 1 is have something to talk about. Please. Okay, it's your moment. On Facebook, on Instagram, live. You got hundreds of people waiting to see what you say. Instead, you go on a bloodshot-eyed, drunken stupor about the importance of puff, puff, pass sometime. How weed is natural and it's from the earth with an F. How it's part of your recommended daily allowance. Wow. You've become quite the orator. And you would like those, by the way. Number 2. Please look presentable sometime. You might think you cute, but that lace front wig has seen better days, is all I'm saying. That makeup looks like it was applied by a spray can. That's all I'm saying. And what are you wearing? Huh? Pajama bottoms and a tank top? Come on. It's 3 o'clock in the afternoon, Andy. It's called a job. Look into it. Have you ever seen that? Of course you have. Number 3, clean your freaking house. Okay? If you're going to broadcast with McDonald's wrappers on the floor, at least be at McDonald's. That's all I'm saying, right?
Can I just be authentic?
Go ahead.
For the people?
Go ahead.
I'm just saying.
What do you mean? Oh, you're saying that's authentic if you got McDonald's wrappers all over?
I'm just saying. I'm being real. I'm not about to clean up the house just so I can go live for y'all.
Really? You want all your followers to know that you nasty?
I just respect the authenticity behind it.
No, that's nasty. That's authentic nasty. Okay? So, yeah, at least be at McDonald's. Clothes all over the floor, a sink full of dishes, a carpet that could use a vacuum, and a raisin stuck on the wall. Wait, that ain't no raisin. I don't know what you... Oh, that raisin just moved. Still make me laugh. I'm trying to get through it by the top of the hour here. Here's number 4. 1 stream per day. Oh, my God. 1. We know you like the attention, but streaming multiple times a day is unnecessary. You're not that special. You want to go live and show us your breakfast? Cool. Lunch? You're pushing it. Dinner? Nah. We're not that interested in your bowl of top ramen, okay? We're just not. It's okay to eat your food without an audience. You probably don't think so, but it's okay. Here's number 5. Back up. Oh, my God. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm talking about. Back up. What? And why are you yelling? What's the deal? Huh? Oh, wait, you're not. You just happen to have your phone mic right in front of your face. Either invest in a selfie stick or please back away from your nostrils. It'd be nice. We're so close, we can see what you're thinking. Like, for real. You're way too close for comfort. And with that brain, you ain't thinking too much anyway. Here's number 6. Going live isn't just for selfie poses. Have you seen this nonsense? Have you seen this? Instagram, when I first came on Instagram, everybody was taking pictures and posting pictures. Now, Instagram has installed some mechanism. They want you to use the reel all the time. Put up an Instagram reel. So now people are just making random poses and making it into a reel. It's really bothering me. There are some women that aren't satisfied with just taking selfies. They need video now. Okay? Multiple poses in a 60-second span. Looking like a broke Madonna in a Vogue video. Like, for real. Stop it right now. Smiling, shifting, smirking. Stop it. You look ridiculous. Do something else. What's wrong with that one? And here's number 7, okay? Keep the drama to a minimum. This one's serious. I know that you've been hurt. He or she may have betrayed you in some way, right? But going live on Facebook or Instagram to air out your dirty laundry seems even more desperate than typing it. Digital footprints are forever, okay? You may think you can delete that post. I'm telling you, they are never truly gone. You won't be able to take it back. And you should never make a permanent decision on a temporary emotion. Ever. Keep your personal beefs off the grid. Or someday in the future, you'll be sorry for what you did. Andy?
Can I add a number 8?
Please do.
For the fellas, I've been noticing this.
Tell them.
Stop going on live just so you can show people your tears. Stop crying on live.
Tyrese?
Young Jock was recent doing that too.
Saw that. Who came after him and he was all beefing with her? Like an R&B singer or something, right?
I don't even remember. Even Cameron did. But I mean, I get it. You know, his mom had passed away. Like, you know, my condolences. But at the same time, like, you ain't got to go on live and showing yourself cry.
I would be a liar if I said I haven't done it. I have. I haven't. I've done it, but I broke down because I started talking about something that made me emotional. I didn't go on there crying.
That's different.
That is different. I'm just saying. But I've cried on live before. I can't deny.
I respect it.
But I think you're right. I think a lot of these cats get on there because they know it's guaranteed support. You get on there and drop some tears, and especially if they see you as some like hardcore cat, some gangster, and Young Jock, I don't know if they see him as a gangster, but they see him as a man's man a lot of the time. You go in there crying, look in the comments.
I can understand that.
Sometimes I wish I was there to hug you. You need a hug today.
Yeah, I get it.
So you think that's calculated too, then?
No. I can understand wanting the support from folks.
Okay, wait a minute. Young Jock crying on Instagram Live wasn't calculated. Janelle Monáe taking off all her clothes is.
I didn't say that Young Jock crying wasn't calculated.
Oh, okay. I just want to make sure. We got to stay consistent, too.
I'm with you.
I think both may be calculated.
You can make the case.
I'm just saying.
But yeah, I mean, you know what? To answer your question, yes, it was calculated because obviously he did that for a response.
And he made Shade Room. I think Hollywood, what is it?
Hollywood Unlocked.
Hollywood Unlocked, too. That thing is rising, by the way.
I mean, I just saw they got 3 million followers. Like,
Shade Room looking over their shoulder, I'm telling you. That boy Jason Lee ain't playing right now.
Shout out to Jason Lee. I like that cat.
Ooh, man, I love that cat. He is changing the game right now. 1-800-920-1580. 1-800-920-1580. When we come forward, I'm so excited. I had this queen on, man, it was like early last year. And Robin was in here, too, and we had her on. We had a great conversation. You hear her every weekend on this very network, KBLA Talk 1580, on a show called Cafe Mocha. And she and those two queens on there do a fantastic job bringing you what's going on within the black zeitgeist themselves. And tonight she's coming in. We're going to talk about what's going on, what's bubbling within this black zeitgeist. And also, she brought her mama. So we're going to have a three-pronged conversation about what's going on. Angelique Perrin is inside the studio in a few. Danny Morrison Show, KBLA Talk 1580, Inside My Post 101, KBLA Talk 1580 right now, news and traffic stated.
KBLA 1580 Santa Monica.
I'm Mike Island, and here's the latest from the Black Information Network. Former President Trump says he's been indicted over what he calls the boxes hoax. In a post on his Truth Social platform, Trump said he has been summoned to appear at the federal courthouse in Miami on Tuesday. Prosecutors decided to indict Trump for his alleged mishandling of classified documents and obstruction of the government's attempt to retrieve the documents after a months-long investigation by special counsel Jack Smith. Half of American adults say they disapprove of affirmative action. The Pew Research Center's survey shows that half of the Americans don't think colleges and universities should take prospective students' racial and ethnic backgrounds into consideration. A Supreme Court decision is expected this month on the issue based on 2 cases involving Harvard and the University of North Carolina.